Hello everybody, my name is Rusted Toasty and welcome back to Satisfactory, where today, first order of business would have been to get the space elevator up and running. However, I don't have enough wire, and by my rough calculations, it's going to take about 10-12 minutes to get enough for it to build up. And instead of going and actually making some myself, which would certainly speed up the issue, instead I'm just going to wait. And while I'm waiting, I'm actually going to go look around and pick up some stuff. There's a thing over there, which certainly looks very interesting. So I want to go look around and find some things to possibly do some research. I'm also very much missing my ability to move around. So I want to go through quartz and get the whatever it's called. The jumpy boots. The jumpy legs. So for the first several minutes, we're just gonna look around, explore, grab some stuff. We can't get up. I need to use these guys instead. I haven't gotten ladders yet either. Must use such a moronic method to get up here. What? Ooh, shoot. Man, now I gotta do it again. Okay. What is this? Mercer Sphere. These certainly look different. Oh boy. Okay.
The astrobiologist
I'm sure these
Dr.
play a
T.M.
critical
Mercer
role.
was the first to recognize the presence and probable nature of these alien artifacts. These chain-melted state spheres are named in his honor. Each sphere emits a unique signal. Research it in the MAM to establish locally appropriate classification and application.
Understood. So, research it in the MAM. Good to know. I don't believe there's any more of that nearby. I don't see any of them. I do know there was another slug over here somewhere. Or like, yeah, I think it was, no, it was this way, wasn't it? Jeez, I don't know where anything is. There's one. I'm fairly certain there was one up, like, over there somewhere, too. I can't yet scan them in the little thingy thing, and also I don't have the little thingy thing, so that's, not quite yet. Blue power slug. Let's go. Don't really see anything else nearby. I think I don't have any mycelia, although that would be a nice thing to have to research. I'm pretty sure there was a cave near the starting area that had some mushrooms in it that I could pick up. Pretty sure you used to be able to climb this, but whatever. I'm also pretty sure there's something important up there, so I really want to go look. Ooh, slug. Please, please, please. Oh, no. Oh, I made it and then almost fell anyway. Oh, Mercer Sphere. I'm gonna kill these guys first. Get the back here. I want your flesh and bones. What? How did that hit me? He hit me from behind of him. Oh, wait, did I get the slug? Yes, I did. Oh. A weird alien phenomenon. While the sphere appears liquid, it behaves like a solid and does not have any detectable mass. It seems to somehow interact with and have awareness of its environment. Interesting. Cool. Okay, I'll grab this last one quick, and then we shall head back. Oh, here we are. It was turning purple. I just noticed the bar was turning purple at the bottom for collecting it. Which is interesting. Can I eat food? Yeet. Is that copper right there? That looks interesting. I don't know if that was how it was before, but it looks really cool. Back to base. That's where. Ooh, I don't know if this is exactly what I was thinking of. But right here, there are some mushrooms. So if I quickly make some biofuel for my little guy, because I forgot to bring some with me. And if I'm not mistaken, there's something else in this cave that would be interesting to pick up. But,
The fruit of this fungus-like flora does not seem to show much potential for use. However, its mycelial network is worth further investigation. Research it in the MAM to establish classification and potential application.
Gotcha. So just pick up a bunch of it and then put it in a box. I think there's also... Ooh. Oh! Yep. Oh boy. You freaky little pieces of garbage. I hate you. These guys suck. They're also just so annoying to fight. Stinger remains. We finally have another remains.
Samples of unknown
It's not just
alien
hog.
species acquired. Initial data suggests these are predators, but notably they do not have a traditional mouth or eyes. There are, however, numerous cavities on their head which could fulfill a similar function. Research the remains in the MAM to establish classification and potential countermeasures.
Gotcha. Summer sloop. The bar is turning purple again.
The Summer Sloop
Oh,
was
boy.
named after Marie Somerville, co-founder of Pixit and head of its
Marie
R&D department.
Somerville. We've got a bunch of names in this now that we didn't before. I
I
assume.
Why the symbol mathematically resembling a Mobius strip has found its way to both human and extraterrestrial culture.
Ah, Mobius strip.
Thankfully, you don't need to know any of these theories to be a pioneer. Research it in the MAM to establish locally appropriate classification and application.
Fortunately,
Fun fact,
you don't need to
the
know
planet
anything to be a
York was found
pioneer.
during a planet spotting event Marie hosted named Marie's Awesome Scientific Search of the Avant-Garde Exoplanets.
Whoa. I guess that's why it's called a massage. Fancy. Okay, so that's probably good enough. What do I have in terms of mycelia? 180. That's not bad. So let's go research that real quick. I'm fairly certain I have enough copper wire, because it's been about 16 minutes since I started the recording, so... Okay, it's in the top one. Yep, there we go. That's all good. But now, first we're gonna go through and research these. I thought I could have sworn there was something over here last time with the slug on the table, but now I don't see it. Okay, alien megafauna, let's do this. Cool. Just gonna talk about them. Eight-jointed legs. Uh-huh. And it's gone. Alien technology. Mercer sphere, Somer sloop, and SAM analysis. Scannable resource SAM. I remember that in the last game. I don't remember where to find any. Mycelia. Do want to research mycelia. Awesome. Ooh, fabric.
The mycelial networks of these fungi.
Shish. Cool. Explosives. Can't do that one yet.
Research completed.
Medical
Fabric recipe
properties.
unlocked. New mycelia research
Ooh,
available.
parachute. Shut up. Synthetic polyester, that's an oil thing. Gas, that's a steel thing. I have coal, but not because I've reached the coal line yet, so that's not really helpful. However, parachutes. If I can make some fabric, I can make the parachute, which is going to be cool. And the cable that I also have on my person. Mycelia, parachute. What do we got? So I can make a parachute now, I guess? Yes, I can. I just need 20 of these. Oh, damaging fixed property is a breach of contract, so don't... Okay. This is hilarious. I love this game. Parachute! It's not exactly a a jetpack, but it is certainly something. Okay, what else? I don't have quartz still, so I think that's about as far as I can go. But I might be able to research overclocking, because I can make the power shards now. 3 of them, to be exact. Overclocking. Sick nasty. And I can scan for power slugs if I get a bunch of screws, so maybe I should do that. Scannable resource. Mercer sphere. Let's scan a Mercer sphere, see what this does. Cool. Dimensional depot?
Mercer sphere analysis completed. Established local planetary signature of Massage 2, AB, B, in the local Mercer sphere signals, allowing them to be tracked by the object scanner.
Oh, I can scan for them
Mercer
now.
spheres can also
Okay.
transmit data between specific
Oh.
Oh.
Sings a song.
arguing the existence of intelligent alien life. While Fixit has figured out the method, all of the original data is still untranslatable.
Right. Okay. Summer sloop. What do you got?
Summer sloop analysis completed. Summer
Somewhere
sloops
between
are somewhere
battery and
between battery and
conduit.
conduit, harvesting energy from pockets of space with complete disregard for the rules of the space-time continuum, and distributing it into its connected ecosystem.
Gotcha.
This energy,
Let the energies harvest until the waves reach our shores. Consume.
Oh boy, that's
similarities
freaky.
to the hypothetical force of dark energy to potentially be one and the same. It can now be tracked by the object scanner.
Interesting. That all makes very much sense. Alien energy harnessing, whatever that 10 thing is, and there's 11 of that. I would need to find some SAM to do these things. Also, maybe I should make an object scanner. That sounds like a good idea. I'll do that in a bit. First order of business, I'm out of wire. Or I lost some wire for some reason. Yes! We have parachutes. Okay, and more iron rods. I need more iron rods. Space elevator! I don't actually need to find a good place to put this because it's not gonna be permanent. I'm putting it there, but it's not staying there forever. Commencing project assembly, build a space elevator. And now it's time for phase 1, which I can't do myself. So I think we're gonna use these for that. If I'm not mistaken, you need both reinforced plates and rotors, which is plates, rods, and screws. So, foundations. I need more plates already. Fun. This is so much faster. Now I just gotta figure out where I can find quartz. What?
Project assembly initialized. Congratulations.
Why did that
Pioneer.
take so long?
The space elevator will now automatically connect with the
The project assembly orbital platform.
Project assembly is divided into phases, each of which require the delivery of project parts, such as smart plating, via the space elevator. Subsequent phases unlock access to new tiers with more advanced technologies to construct, automate, explore, and exploit. It is time to be honest. This project is part of the Save the Day program, the largest united undertaking in human history, destined to save us all. Earth is in peril, and only Fix-It pioneers offer hope for survival.
Oh boy.
Fix-It is counting on you. Humanity is counting on you. Do not let Fix-It down.
Gotcha. Okay, so mushrooms. There are mushrooms here now, which is cool. Boy, that thing is tall. I'm gonna need more concrete too. So let me grab some of that. Does this look different from before, or is this the same? I don't recall. Oh, no, I don't know if there was a top one. I remember that being there, but I don't know if there was a thing that you could see up there. I'll have to check that out via hypertubes at some point. Okay, foundations. Let's get this moving and quite possibly grooving. We need, as I was saying, these are both impure, which is 60 total between the two, which kinda sucks. So I might have to go use a different one, honestly. Or maybe I'll just set this one up and go do other stuff while it's building up, who knows. But let's see, can I check in here how this all works? Yes, I can. Okay, so let's go from finish to beginning. Smart plating is indeed reinforced plates and rotors. Makes 2 per minute, meaning it takes 2 of each of these per minute to make 1 in an assembler, which I believe we also have. Rotors are rods and screws. 5 times as many screws as rods, which I know at some point I managed to make sense. But, It also needs reinforced plates, which are screws and plates. We need equivalent numbers of reinforced plates as rotors, which doesn't necessarily mean half goes to rotors and half goes to reinforced plates because it's different numbers of each. You know what? I'm moving this. I do, in fact, need production of these anyway, the rotors and the reinforced plates. So I may as well do that at the same time and just kind of make some overkill for the smart plating. I only need 50 smart plating right now, but I'm fairly certain for phase 2 I need more, so I want to keep it producing. Where was that iron? I believe it was here. There's also limestone nearby, which I could use. Slug. Ooh, there's a yellow slug over there. It's dark. That's annoying. Oh, there's more limestone. Wait a second. This is where I first started my factory. Why am I all the way over there? I did just now realize in my previous playthrough, this is where I started my first factory, or my first playthrough anyway, is where I started it here, and I was a little bit confused because I assumed I was at this place the whole time with much more bountiful iron, but I'm off in the corner using the wrong one way over there because I just went to the wrong place somehow. I'm not entirely certain how I managed that, but it is funny. Ow! Good timing, mister. Anyway, as I was saying, over here is where we are going to do our production for reinforced plates and rotors. There are 3 normal iron nodes here. Let me get 3 of these and 6 of these. Now, each of these needs to have 2 smelters. Is this good, or is it too close? Nope, that works. Good. Now, I guess this one has to just move this way. These are all going to be producing 30 per minute, which means 90? No, 120. No, not 120. 180. Jeez. I gotta wake up. Which realistically probably also means we're going to need a lot of biofuel. I wonder if this... Oh yeah, that makes them perfectly even. So if I get this one to go over here and split into these 2, this would collide? Yes, it... Oh no, it wouldn't. My bad. It'd actually be kind of perfect. So let's get this then to go over here. Sick. And... get rid of these. So then that actually works just fine. They all split into reasonable areas. Let's extend this floor forward. We need to figure out how to split each of these up, which means we have to do math. Ugh. Okay, this is 180 iron ingots per minute. We need equal numbers reinforced plates and rotors, which kind of sucks, because rotors are 4 per minute per assembler, and plates are 5 per minute per assembler. So I guess if anything, I could speed up the rotor one by 1/5 or 1/4. No, that would suck. Could I slow down this one by 1/5? No, that would also suck. If I increased this one times 4 and made this one times 5, that would work, because then they would both be 20 per minute, which would be... This is 15, so... Oh no, it's 20, sorry. I know this doesn't exactly make sense, but can I tell this to be 20 per minute? No, I can't. Never mind. But it would be 100 rods per minute and 500 screws per minute to make 20 per minute rotors, which already kind of screws with everything, because that would be 100 out of 180 of the iron that we need just for the rods. And that's not doing any screws at all. So I might have to cut that down just a little bit. Maybe I get the other iron that's over there involved too? Is that a feasible thing? Because that would be another 60 per minute, which would take us to 240. There is 2 impure nodes over here, which I could take advantage of. Let's go grab those. It's not going to be the prettiest thing getting those over here, but I think I'll turn them into ingots first. And in fact, if I can do a lot of automation with them just over here, I'll probably do that and then have a bridge to connect it to the other factory. So we need 2 smelters, 1 for each thing. I don't know if this is perfect, but it's probably good enough. So now we have 240 per minute, which should be a little bit easier to work with. Okay, if we're making 20 rotors per minute, that means 100 rods, which is 100 iron. So now we have 140 left. 250 screws, or sorry, no, 500 screws. Okay, I think that's 120 rods per minute again, which is another 120 rods that we need. So let's say that's 220 which means we have 20 iron left to work with. Are you kidding me? What is this? Oh boy. Okay. Maybe I need to significantly rethink this. You know what? Okay. I'm just gonna round up on these, because like I said, I do need extras. And maybe I'll just cut it down. I don't need perfect numbers. What happens if I take 120 iron per minute and turn all of it into rotors? How would I go about such a thing? 45 iron per minute makes 4 rotors per minute, because each iron rod is 1 iron ingot, and then each screw is 4 iron rods. So this is 25 iron rods right here, essentially. And then that is essentially 25 iron ingots. So 120, that would be, I guess 90 per minute would be one of the easiest, or 180, I think, per minute would be the easiest to work with, and that would get 16 rotors per minute. Now the reinforced iron plates, this right here is, let's see, 530, and this 30 per minute is actually, what, like, this is 45 iron per minute, and then this is 15? So 60 iron per minute makes 5 reinforced iron plates. 90 would make slightly more than 5 and be a little bit annoying, I think. If I split it half and half, it would be 120 per minute of this, which would just make 10 per minute. And then 120 per minute for the rotors would maybe also be 10 per minute? Probably not. And it would be some weird production in the middle. But let's see. If I can turn these directly into reinforced plates, and then do the same with the other two, I want to see how that would go. If I take half of this one to turn into rods, that would get us 15 rods per minute, and thereby 60 screws per minute, which is perfect for 5 reinforced iron plates per minute. And then this, making 30 ingots per minute, plus the... Why does the floor look like this? Excuse me, sir. The 30 per minute of this and the remaining 15 of this would make the 30 plates. Awesome. So 60 per minute iron has a perfect conversion to 5 per minute reinforced plates. Let me quickly do that real quick. I need the reinforced plates for that. Gosh darn it. And I'm gonna need to do some stuff on the other side too, so I may as well just do that. And I'm still not sure what to do with the rods, or the rotors. Gosh darn it, I keep forgetting how to make the rods. Okay, so now this is the correct setup, which means that I can send a bridge to carry the reinforced iron plates from here over to there to be used. Although I don't just want to have a whole one of these for that. I'll do that for now, but at some point in the future, I want to change that to be half a foundation, or like one of those pillars, maybe. We don't have that yet because we don't have any of the Awesome Sync stuff, but we will do eventually. For now, I'll just have it come in through here, and that'll be reinforced iron plates, which means I'd say we can have these guys be reinforced iron plates too. And they need, that is 5 constructors over there? 5 constructors and an assembler for reinforced iron plates. Now we have 120 per minute to make rotors. And how does that factor together? I don't know, man. Okay, to make 4 rotors per minute, like I said, we need 45 iron rods per minute. Which means that since both these two and these two combine to 60 per minute, we would have 15 per minute left over on each, which is 30 per minute, which could hypothetically make 2 rotors per minute? So maybe this is exact, but the only thing is it's really annoying to combine them in that way. So if I have one assembler for these and one assembler for these... Actually, I'll probably do that later. Let me construct this whole thing first. Okay, there you go. That's all set up. Now for these guys. If I do split off 15 per minute of this, and then just take the 30 and the 15, that would be 3 constructors for rods making 45 per minute. If I took 25 per minute out of that, which wouldn't be significantly difficult, that would turn into 100 screws per minute. So for each of these 2 setups, I need 3 constructors for the rods, as I just showed. Then each of those needs to go into a total of 5 constructors for screws, unless I start overclocking, which I cannot do because that's too much power, and also I don't have that many slugs. And then 1 assembler. It's nighttime again. Got distracted. Alright, so we need to take these into the 3. Should I combine them first and then split them, or... I feel like it would be less complicated that way. And it'll work just fine, so... And then we take a splitter to split it into the 3 different ones. Of course, we're gonna have to make this a little bit confusing. Actually, wait, no, hold on. I need a splitter for this one, too. So that only 15 of it gets in here and the rest of it goes somewhere else. And I guess we can try and mirror this setup, but it's not really gonna work that good because that's in the way. So this is gonna have to maybe go up to another floor, actually. Actually, I'm gonna try something else. This might be a very, very strange methodology, but we're gonna see if it works out. Now, if I put a constructor right in the middle of these 2 foundations, 6 meters off the floor, can I then put a constructor underneath it right about there, and then another one right about there? Oh no! Oh, that. These are both going to be making rods. They're each going to take 15 per minute, which means we get a splitter, and hopefully this will work. It looks like it will. Yeah, that's gonna work. Oh, that's funny. That's hilarious, actually. Yeah, if anything, we might even be able to, once we get the, whatever they're called, catwalks from the Awesome Shop, I might even be able to, like, extend this top part to make this make more sense. Something like that. That could be cool. All right, and we're gonna want to do the same thing here. Perfect. So now we have 90 rods per minute among these 6 machines, and we need 30 per minute of that to be screws, I think. Okay. So rotors with 90 rods per minute. If we take out 30 to turn into screws, that is 60 rods per minute, because this is 15 and 15 and 15 and 15. And then the 30 screws the 30 rods turns into 120 screws per minute, which is wrong, because that only makes 1 to 2. It's supposed to be 1 to 5. Am I missing something? I could have sworn I knew what I was doing, and now this doesn't make any sense. To be fair, we are missing another, 30? Because this would be 15, and that would be, this also here would be 15 per minute, that we're just, like, not talking about at all. 1/5 of 60 is 12. Not that that matters. Ooh, I can do a math for this. Let me try this. So, if I say we start with 90 screws per minute. For every 1 rod per minute that we turn into screws, obviously we lose 1 rod per minute. So I guess that would be negative x plus 90 would be our line to show the rods amount until we get to 90 rods that we have turned into screws, and then we have 0 rods left. So on this, the x coordinate is how many rods we are taking out of this main system and turning into screws, right? So our other function can be the number of screws we have, which would be 4x, I believe. Because for every 1 rod that we turn into screws, we get 4 screws. So as you can see, up until about 18 rods, we have less screws than rods. But once we hit turning 18 screws, or 18 rods into screws, we have 72 rods remaining, and we have created 72 screws per minute, obviously. So now we need to find where this is 5 times more than this, which I guess I could just look, but I'm fairly certain there's a way to do that. Ooh, let's do a, it would be, let's do this, 4x over negative x plus 90. Yeah, so wherever this is 5, so let's do a y equals 5. That will intersect right here, which means that for 50 rods turned into screws, we get 5 times more screws than rods. And I believe we can check that as well. Right here, we would have 40 screws left, or 40 rods left, and 200 screws. So that's correct. So we need to turn 50 rods per minute into screws. Math is sick nasty, very cool. Now to get 50 rods per minute out of this isn't hard, but it is kind of annoying. This is 15, which means that this is 60. So if we take these two total and split off 2/3 of each of these, then we get 50 to do the stuff with. Screws. Each of them takes 10 per minute, which does mean we need 5, which is kind of annoying. You can't split evenly into 5. You have to do a manifold, which just kind of sucks, honestly. On the other hand, I guess I could take these 4 instead of these 4, which would make it slightly neater, probably, but not much else. Either way, firstly, let's put some constructors out here. Give us some room to get the logistics in. Cool, so these are all going to be screws. Can't climb up this, can I? No, I cannot. So then, like I said, each of these needs to take 10 rods per minute, which actually, since we have multiple machines, we may be able to do, because we're not splitting it directly from one line. Let's say I can take an output from here. This will be 15, and then I can split it. 1 or 2 of these sections go in there. So this now is going to take 5 and 5 and make 10. And then I can do the same thing up here. 15 in, 5 and 5 out to 10 right there. And then this 5 can go somewhere else. And I may actually switch this one to go on the other side too, so it's a little easier to work with. I think these two, the extra 5 from them, can go into that one very simply, very easily. So let me get that running. Okay, so now this one, and this one are all getting 10. And what's actually going to need to happen is I'm going to need to send some like through this hole or there or something, because the 10 that's coming off of these guys, these two in the middle here, needs to combine into this, because again, we're not using all of the rods from these 4 machines. We're taking 10 out. This 10 here that's coming from these, to be specific. Now, obviously, there's like a slightly, probably more efficient way of doing this, but this way, it's kind of pretty, and I don't have to worry about it being the wrong amount. Yeah, so now we've got this 10 connected, which is just going to go through and be rods. Yeah, and this 10 right here is going to get combined from these 2 and then go into a conveyor lift. There. So that is, I mean, it's a little wonky, but it's correct. And sometime later, again, once we get into the awesome shop, I can put some supports for these down to make it look a little bit more coherent. But I can't quite do that yet because all I have is the foundations. I guess I could make something with walls, but too much effort right now. So then this is all the screws that we need, particularly 200 per minute. So let me quickly see what we need for the rotors. It seems actually we only need 2 of these assemblers, which isn't actually too hard, honestly. We need to split this one up here and then have that go to each side. And then they need to go in a straight line across from here. And we can have this one come out from there. So let's say we have our assemblers with one of these line up. So this lines up here, this lines up, not with anything, but it's fine. And then that gives us some space for these guys, and this can come up through the middle, split to either side, and have a merger like here, I guess, or further out, circumstantially. We'll see. And then, of course, we will set the other one across from that. So let's get some mergers in like that. So obviously each of these feeds into here. And then what we do... shoot. Let's just have them go to the outside, I guess. But then I'm not certain how to incorporate the one on top. Because what we do is we just have them move out to the side like that. And they plug in that way. Same with this one. Maybe? Okay. So let's see if I do this. Possibly this works. Possibly it doesn't. Can I take something from here? Yes, it just needs to be one further this way. Now that will indeed combine right there. Perfect. So it's like a tiny bit jank-ish, but it should work, I think. That's 40, 20, 40, so 80 plus 20 is 100 indeed, and they both need 100, so perfect. Now the only issue is getting things in here. Does this work? Yes, it does. Okay, good. Now what we do here is we have something that lines up with that, and it's going to be a splitter on the second level. Although maybe it needs to go one level higher, so that then we can take an input from here to go that way. And then this one can either go straight up like so, which doesn't cause any issues, or I could just lift it on a single thing or a ramp, which would probably look better and be more efficient. Let me try doing the straight mode this way. Does that look any good? Yes, but I think it would look slightly better if I did this way. Yeah, so it originates from over here and gets over this faster. Very cool, very nice. And this will have a support as well once I get that stuff, but I don't have it yet, obviously. And then double, obviously, we take in the input from the other one over there. And now this should run. Almost definitely. So now we have 10, including the one from over there. We have 10 reinforced iron plates per minute. Although we do still have some left over here. We have 30 iron ingots per minute left over. What can I do with that? To be fair, the 60 iron ingots over here turned into 8. Maybe I can make more rotors? I don't think I need quite that many rotors going forward. There's like a few buildings that need it, but not much. So I think what I want to do, actually, maybe I can turn that into more reinforced iron plates, because I know I'm going to need a lot of that for Mark II belts. So maybe I do the half of that setup and this setup here to turn the 30 per minute into reinforced plates. And since this is mathematically identical, I may as well do that and just take this full thing. It'll look a little bit better that way too. So let's see if I'm taking 30 per minute in here. So I guess I just need 2 constructors One for plates, one for rods, and then one for screws, and then an assembler. Easy enough. So, this isn't exactly gonna fit that good, but let's say I do that, and, this? But they might need to move forward for space. What's interesting is I think I need to split this twice. I need to do it into quarters, and then a quarter of it goes there, but then the rest of it stays here, I think. If I say this is 15 per minute, that's 22 and a half. We say this is 7.5 per minute. That does mean that we get 2 plates for every 1 rod, which means that if we multiply the rods by 4, like with the screws, we'll have 2 screws for every 1 plate, which is the correct ratio. So I do need another one of these. So this will be the screws. So now we split this in a very strange way. This is ridiculous. Oh no. Oh no. I mean, I guess that works too. Okay, let's, I guess that doesn't need to be so far forward, does it? That's good, and that's good, and that's good. So hypothetically this works now, except this needs to be dropped to 3? No, 2. No, 2.5? I think 2.5 makes sense because I'm using half the amount as I was before. Okay, 15 and 30. Good. So now this is 5 reinforced plates per minute. This is 2.5 reinforced plates per minute. This is 4 rotors, and this is 4 rotors per minute. Which means, I think what I want to... I'll figure it out, hold on. So obviously I don't want to use all of the rotors and all of the reinforced plates. I want to leave some for my own personal use. Of course, that's kind of less important with the rotors than it is with the plates. So we can probably leave 2 rotors per minute. The smart plating is made at a rate of 2 per minute, which makes it actually fairly easy to split these up. Well, kinda. These ones are 5 per minute, which makes it a little annoying. Let's say we have 3 assemblers then, to make 6 per minute, and then we'll take the 6 rotors per minute from here and just have 2 per minute left over. Oh, shoot, I just realized. Some of these over here are gonna need some upgrading, because this is gonna take 100 screws per minute. That's not gonna cut it. I need faster belts. I promise, I will remember, I swear. These are gonna do smart plating. Now, this one is gonna be fairly easy. The rotors are, because I can just split them both. And then like this one of them is gonna go here, and one of them is gonna go here, and then the other one of them is gonna go here. That is mildly upsetting. Can I do this instead? Does that look better? Yes, it does. And then this one can just go to a storage over there somewhere. The reinforced plates are gonna be a little bit more difficult because we have those in portions of 5. I guess I could just manifold that one. I mean, it'll take a really long time to fill up that manifold and then to let us have excess, but maybe, well, and even then the manifolding doesn't really work because when it splits off, I don't have smart splitters yet, so I won't have an overflow thing. I'll just be taking exactly half out, which isn't enough, unless it is. I think it is. Hold on, because we need 6 per minute with all 3 of these. We're making 2.5, 5, and 5, which means we're making 12.5 total, which means half is 6.25. Well, okay then. It turns out I can manifold this. Okay, let's have a merger here, and that's gonna go to a splitter, probably right above that, honestly. Only issue is that is very close, and I don't think I'll be able to get it to go in there, which means should probably just move it over. Possibly here. Yes, indeed. Very cool. Now this will go to a stacked splitter right there, there. And then I guess with friggin' straight mode, I don't need to do anything fancy. It'll just work. Although now I can't use straight mode because it's trying to do a little bit too much. What? Oh. Spaghetti Master, build 5 kilometers of conveyor belts. I was so confused about that for just a second. I forgot what that sound was. Honestly, I completely forgot what that sound meant. Okay, so let's get this one. So I think this functions now? I would just have to get everything plugged in. Nice. This is gonna be pretty hefty on power, I think. And actually, I do still wanna split this off first so that half of it goes to storage. So we're gonna have 3 storage containers over here, or maybe I'll call them storage towers. 1 for the space elevator parts, 1 for the reinforced iron plates, and 1 for the rotors. Cool. And then probably do want to tower those up a little bit. This one we definitely do. This one we can do a little bit. And then honestly, this one is just gonna go straight into the space elevator anyway. Let's just see if we can get this up and running. Okay, so I think I have this all connected up to power. I've gone around and checked and made sure that all of these are the correct amounts, correct recipes, everything of that sort. Although this guy isn't connected to anything, which is mildly concerning. So that means I just need to have a combiner or a merger, my sorry, and then that's fine. And yeah, this part here doesn't exactly look the best, but you know, there's not much else I can really do with it right now. So now this is 273 megawatts of maximum consumption, which is a lot, and that's gonna mean that I'm gonna need a lot of power production. I'm fairly certain each biomass burner produces 30 megawatts, which means I need like 7. 273 divided by 30. Oh, 9. And actually 10. I need 10 of them. Yep, right around these. These ones should be fine up to this point, because it's only taking 20 from here and 40 from here, so this should be okay. But then it adds on another 40, which means we need a Mark II belt coming out of both of these. Do you have an extra faster belt underneath? I'm not seeing it. Oh, wait, no, there it is. That one's way faster. Okay, let's get this set up. I want a little bit more space. Let's do one of these where we'll have them on opposite sides of each other, and we'll just have splitters going down this way. I think this is gonna be upwards of, 40 per minute for the 10, so not really a huge concern for belt speed here. Let me just get a couple of storage containers set up here. I wanna be able to fill these up quite a bit, which obviously currently I can't, because I don't have that much on me. But now I can go grab some more. Can I slide under here? Yes, I can. Sick. I left the whole thing on a slant, so. Good. Yeet! Now, obviously, that still isn't a whole lot, but that's all we've made so far currently, so I'm just gonna make some out of the mycelia. I know there are better uses for it, but currently there aren't actually any better uses for it, so I'm just gonna do this because it's way more efficient. Not that it's actually gonna do a whole lot with just what I can make on hand, but it's something at least. And once this factory gets up and running, I can actually use the excess reinforced plates to improve the other system. Because currently, like I said, at some point it is a little slow. This is even slower. Jeez. We're gonna wait a little bit for these guys to all be able to fill up with these, because currently these few at the end wouldn't be getting the full like 4 per minute that they're basically going to be asking for. So we want these, let's say we want these 4 first ones to fill up. Actually, I don't guess we have to wait for that, huh? I could just prime it myself. So now everything that's left from here is gonna go through and fill up those guys a lot faster. And I'm going to assume they're all connected to everything up in here, or everything up in there is connected still. I'm mildly concerned about that, honestly. So now I guess once we've got that all figured out, what we need to do is get a connection over here. Now we can use this to connect right there. Yes, our production, or our capacity, is just barely above our maximum consumption. So we're good on that front. Now we're gonna start producing the iron ore, 60 per minute. It's gonna get split and smelted, 30 per minute each, then constructed into things like plates and more plates and rods, and then screws, and assembled into reinforced plates and the rotors. I do believe. Okay, that's all running. These are nearly running, except that they actually aren't. What's up with you? Oh, here's your plates coming in. Oh, and you just got your first rod for the screws. Just got your ingots. So these are all about to start moving. This one's been moving. So this is all working now? I'm pretty sure. I will just let this run for a little bit. I'm gonna make sure that everything obviously is connected up and working first. And then we shall see just how much of this we end up with. We already have 2 smart plating, which is funky. There's another smart plating. A plate with a spinner in it. Currently we're low on the reinforced plates because one of them wasn't working, and these guys are slow to get from where they were, but this is all functioning now, as is this one. Okay, I think it's all running just fine. We are currently, you can see here, the production is a little bit low, but I think that's because right now we've just finally got our reinforced plates coming in at the rate they're supposed to, because this guy's working and this guy's working, and technically, very, very slowly, these are going to back up because they're getting about half a plate extra per minute over what they're supposed to. Oh yes, and since this is a manifold system, this one's going to be a little bit slow getting what it needs as well, because these ones kind of have to fill up first. That is a worry, although for now it's not a massive concern. What I can actually do is take this one off for the moment so that less of it goes that way, and then it'll fill this up a little bit faster. Not much faster, but a little bit faster. So I will, I guess, come back in a little bit with, hopefully, good news. Oh, what? Why were you on top of him? What is this? Ow! Yellow slug that I can actually get to. It's not covered in poison and such. Okay. Ooh. Are you dead? Yes. Where's the other guy? Hello. Come back! Okay. And some quartz. Okay. Dude, would you please? This mineral is composed of the same chemical elements as quartz and may use similar industrial functions. Shut up, nerd. Cool. I was just out grabbing some trees, and I found quartz instead. Quartz and a shiny yellow guy. Let's get that going in here. Power slugs. Oh, I need rotors for that. Later. Quartz. Oh, silica. And that. Ooh, blade runners. We gotta get some silica. Or wait, no, sorry. We gotta research silica. And then we do have to get some silica. Shish. It's probably been long enough now. So I'm gonna go check this out. As you can see, we've got 32 rotors at the moment. 33. and 77 smart plating, which is more than enough for our little guy. So now we can go complete the phase 1 of the space elevator. Hey, you, take my plates. The UI has changed. What's that? Project assembly phase 1. Okay. Load and seal. I like this. Very well, nice and good. What do you got? What do you got?
Welcome to the project.
Welcome to.
Assembly
Okay.
Pioneer progress presentation.
Ah, my eyes.
Congratulations. The phase 1 project part shipment is now ready
Ready
for
to
delivery.
send and begin
On
construction?
delivery, phase 1
Construction.
will be completed and the distribution platform will be constructed.
Oh.
After completion of phase 1, the technologies of tiers 3 and 4 will become
Uh-huh.
available in the hub.
That's, yeah.
Highlights are automated power, steel production, personnel transportation,
And many more. Let's
Completing
go.
phase
I love
2 of
many more.
project assembly
That's my
is your
favorite
next
thing to
main
make, is many
objective.
more.
New project parts will need to be produced and delivered to the space
Yes,
elevator
I'm
as
aware.
you have done previously. Continue to construct,
Gotcha.
automate, explore.
Okay, next. So, construction, you say? What does construction mean? I know that guy. Oh, that guy's doing a little spin. What you gonna do? He launches upwards, right? And then attaches on there, I guess. Oh, whoa, okay. It's building stuff? I mean, it said construction. I don't know what I was expecting, but that is cool. This thing's huge. Oh, you can see little guys moving up there. What do you look like? Okay, well, to be honest, you look like a USB flash drive. That's about all I can say. But that is so cool. And the other guy came back down already. Dude, that is sick. Ah!
Phase 1 of project assembly completed.
This is only the beginning of project assembly. The first.
step towards saving the day.
Go. Shush. I can't. It's not letting me skip. Okay.
Not only is Fix-It saving humanity, it is
Saving all of Earth, including kittens and puppies.
It
True?
is statistically likely that you
Okay,
appreciate
I'll take
the
that.
continued existence of kittens and or puppies.
Yeah.
Continue the work for their sake.
Over the continued
Continue
existence
the
of
work for
humans.
Fix-It. It is time to start the work on phase 2 of project
Phase 2.
assembly.
Oh, I need 1,000 smart plating now. And 1,000 of the versatile frameworks and 100 automated wiring. Sick. Great. Okay. Whatever, man. Oh, I can do this. Right. Power shard. I can unlock a better power shard. And a better power shard once I find a purple slug. Further into their life cycle, more potential energy stored. Cool. Still haven't found any bacon shrooms. Nor have I made stators. I have made rotors, so if I go get some more mycelia, I could get another hand slot, which would be useful, because I also want to find, or I want to make an object scanner. Also, I need to figure out what this is. That's not in, is that in here? Are you gonna tell me how to make that? No? I guess I need the, SAM thing first, and then I can use that orange triangle. Anyway, that's not gonna be a right now thing. We're gonna check that out later. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Satisfactory. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe, and check out the next video whenever it comes out. I must stress every single time that currently all of these factories are temporary. As much as this is very cool and kind of hilarious in some cases, it's not permanent. I will be creating a single massive platform to do all of my production later in the series, not right now. And when I do get to do that, it's gonna be awesome. So I sincerely hope you stick around. And I'll catch you in the next episode for probably coal power, because we've unlocked that now. And I am mildly sick of getting biofuel and biomass and bio stuff all the time. So yeah, we're gonna switch over to coal in the next episode, hopefully. I'll see you then.